2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Genesis Invitational. Today's coverage is just about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this third round action. Rich Beams, my sparring partner in the booth. I'm Luke Elvey. Hope you're enjoying all the action. I know this player certainly has been, Rich, because they've built this wonderful lead. Are you expecting them just to take the bit between the teeth and keep running with it?
Well, that's what you expect them to do, but listen, we're playing golf, and golf is about as predictable as the weather. I mean, you got a 50-50 chance of getting it right most days, so this player's got to keep their nose out in front and keep doing what they're doing, because if they even remotely slow down and think about what they've accomplished, it's all over.
Can't wait to find out what happens here. Let's see what kind of tone he sets for himself today.
Yep, that'll work. That's fine.
Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
Setting up here from about 195 yards.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here.
Oh, they look like they're taking this on in two.
Well, that's certainly showcasing all their talents there. That's impressive.
Always like the aggressive play, going for it in two and get rewarded for it.
Now, this is a challenging one. A lengthy putt awaits. Well, that's a bit disappointing. 7 feet to the cup.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
That's pretty tidy. Just didn't drop. Just a short putt remaining here. That's not your best effort on the greens.
That's a rock solid par right there.
Sitting at -14 now for the event. Time to tee off at the second.
I've never seen a golf course where you're so happy to start off birdie bogey. It's the strangest thing I've ever seen. The second hole, pretty straight away off the tee shot. The second shot moves a little bit from left to right, back up the hill. There is some space on the right-hand side to miss your second shot up by the green, but there's no guarantees that it'll kick hard enough right to left to get back on the green. It's a sensational second hole.
And he's down there.
I'd say he's about 165 from this flag.
Opting for the 9-iron. Wonderfully played. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 20 feet from the cup.
That is hunting for the hole. Just missing the birdie there. That's a shame. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. And staying right where they were in today's rankings after that. Let's see what happens here at the third hole.
Nicely done.
Time for the second shot into the third. Oh, this one's right down the pipe. Not a bad approach, that one. Not quite inside the birdie range, but you never know. Hole a long one. Still counts. Oh, 13-footer coming up here.
Oh, that was such a good stroke.
Fair effort, that. Good birdie.
That is a huge sigh of relief there. Luke finally gets one to go.
Currently in first position. Let's see what happens here on the 4th.
This is a spectacular par 3. Ideally, players want to hit a tee shot that moves significantly from right to left and moving with the contour of the green. If they can do that, then they've got an opportunity to hit it really close. If they challenge the pin off the tee shot, well, it could come up short in that bunker, and that is a massive no-no.
Wow, that almost went in the hole. Certainly makes putting easy if you can chip it that close.
Oh, Dr. Chipinski strikes again.
Still in the lead now after that hole. Here we are at the 5th hole. The tee is yours.
The fairway does run out about 310 yards off the tee, and players not necessarily going to hit driver here. They have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot. From there, they're hitting their second shots downhill again to a green that chases away from them front to back. Again, a simple looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close.
Downhill shots usually require to take less club. And here we are with the 3rd shot. Ooh, that almost went down. If he makes this, he'll save his par.
On a nice line.
That will work. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. Let's see what happens here on the 6th.
What an incredible design this is. And it really just takes this green and it makes it into a section of 4. The back right, the front left, and back left, they all have their unique features to it, and that all is due to the simple fact that that bunker, which is tiny, minuscule, almost not even there, it basically shapes that green into the 4 quadrants. It is just an amazing design.
Beautiful shot. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. Teeing off here at the 7th.
The fairway bunker down the left-hand side comes in quicker than you can imagine, and so players want to try and hit it out towards the far right part of it, but again, you push it a little bit, and now the barranca comes into play. If you find the fairway, happy days. This green is probably one of the most severe tilted from back to front. Players need to make sure their second shots land past this hole in order for it to come back down towards the hole. You will have a downhill putt, but it's better than coming up short.
Nicely done. Always nice to have a birdie putt.
This one's looking good.
Just a couple of inches away from finding that one. And now that finds him in first place. Just a couple to play here on the opening 9. Here's the tee shot at the 8th. Oh, well played. From about 130 yards here. Going with the 8-iron here. Yeah, nicely played. Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this. Oh, so close. That's disappointing. And this putt coming up for his par. And well holed. Let's move on. And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. Here we go. We're beginning the 9th hole now.
Only the big hitters are going to be able to carry that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Most players are going to try and avoid it and even miss it the fairway out to the right-hand side, which is not a bad miss. From there, the second shot is directly uphill. Deep, deep bunkers on the front right part of this. That is not the place to miss it. Anything that a little bit long will leave you a downhill putt, but that's the safe play.
Quality shot, that one. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Well, I wouldn't mind hitting the shot, but I wouldn't fancy the walk up here. This is quite uphill.
This looks to be heading to the green. Oh, stop it. What a shot.
Already had a few birdies today. Another opportunity for another one. Let's take a look.
6 feet remaining to the cup.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Looks good off the blade. Oh, that's a ripper. He's currently sitting in first place. And now we find ourselves with a par 4 here.
No, not at all. And what a hole it is. It's changed a lot over the years. This green is actually reminds me of something you would see at Pinehurst. There's no flat spots on it. It either is downhill or uphill. That's it. Players most likely will take driver or fairway wood and try and leave themselves just on the front left portion of this green. That's the most ideal spot they can hit it, no matter where they put the flagstick. However, hitting it there is nearly impossible. A keen short game is absolute necessity to make birdie here.
Getting ready to play their third. Straight out of the top drawer.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. Welcome to this hole. It's a par 5.
It's just a long straightaway par 5, almost a runway, if you like. Both sides of this fairway flanked by huge eucalyptus trees, which frames this tee shot brilliantly. You find the fairway, second shot, once again, straightforward. You must avoid that bunker front right at all costs. That is deep and nasty. You're not going to enjoy being in there.
Well, that's showcasing their power there, Rich.
Using the big muscles to get it home in 2 there.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Yeah, they've left it in the perfect spot here, just below the hole. They can be aggressive up the hill.
Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread.
It's a lot slower going up the hill than what this player read.
And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. I'm pretty sure this player will be buoyed by that birdie back at the last. Let's see if they can deliver another one.
This is where the golf course gets extremely difficult, Luke. This tee shot moves from left to right, but massive overhanging eucalyptus trees down the right-hand side prevents you from hitting a high draw over them. Once you're in the fairway, though, your second shot is to a green that's really not as big as it should be for such a long hole. And there's a famous tree just short and left of this green, Bogey's tree. Not because of the score, because Humphrey Bogart used to sit there and just watch everybody butcher this hole.
Good shot there.
Outside chance of the birdie, but a two-putt here is still good.
Setting up here with a very long putt.
This for a birdie run. It's tracking.
It was on a good line. Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. Down she goes. Let's head to the next. He sits in first position. Let's see what happens here on the 13th hole, shall we?
It's really cool. This tee shot is framed by large eucalyptus trees, both right and left, requires a draw. Nothing else to do. You have to move this golf ball from right to left off this tee. If you do it correctly, well, that golf ball could chase down there miles down this fairway. If you find the fairway down there, you're going to love the second shot. The difficulty gets when the pin is all the way back left in this little peninsula. You miss it a little bit left there, you're going to find the Barranca, and you're probably going to find a bogey or worse.
Oh, that's a great shot. And sets up a birdie look here at the 13th. Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. Teeing off now on the 14th hole.
Luke, this is a very simple hole in my mind, but for the mere mortals who are playing this game, it can be difficult because this green is not deep, but it's certainly wide, and it does tilt from right to left at a pretty good clip. Historically, it's not the easiest par 3 on this golf course, but for me, I think different.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
What a shot.
Nicely done. Great chip.
And it's time to recap that play.
Yeah, this was a gift. Wasn't expecting this.
And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. Teeing off here at the 15th hole.
It's a great par 4, and yet there's some players that have seen it a little bit differently lately. I always saw it as a dogleg from left to right, just avoid that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. And this is an interesting green. It's got a high spot on the left, and it's got a low middle section and a high section on the right-hand side, and you never have a flat putt. It is always breaking one direction or another, and it's either straight uphill or straight downhill. This is the most difficult green on the golf course by a long margin. If you see it differently, you can hit it down the right, down 17 fairway, but I fail to see how that's any kind of advantage.
All right, we're going with an extra club here.
Oh, that's a high caliber shot. Well, this will be a bonus. Right on 17 feet from here.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Oh, that's frustrating. Big putt for par coming up. The putt drops, and we're moving on. And after that performance, they'll stay right where they are in the standings. We find ourselves on a par 3 here.
It's an island green, if you can believe that. It's surrounded by bunkers. I think this is another one of the all-time great designs. It's only about 160 yards, Luke, but the whole green is surrounded by bunkers. Everything feeds towards the center and the front of this green once it gets on there. I just think this is a magnificent design. If you hit it in any one of those bunkers, making a par will be nearly impossible.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? All these are good putts to make. Good for momentum, right on 7 feet. Oh, that's a clutch par. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. We have a par 5 here. Time to take advantage.
At all costs, do not hit it in that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. Anywhere to the left, even in the rough left, is just fine. From there, your next shot should be laid up out to the right-hand side. Third shot, straight back up the hill with some kind of wedge. It can be an easy birdie if you get the distance on your third shot spot on. If you get it wrong, however, you could have some issues.
Wow, that was just striped. Time for the second shot at the 17th. Looks like this one's going to the beach. Oh, absolutely flushed. And here we are with the third shot. Oh, that was pure. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one. And mark it down. That's birdie number 7 on the scorecard. And now that finds him in first place. Well, here we are, the 18th hole.
Tee shot up the hill, fairway tilts significantly from left to right. Missing it out to the right is a massive no-no. You'll be blocked out by a bunch of eucalyptus trees that you cannot hit it through. Second shot is to a green that actually tilts away from the players, not towards them, even though the second shot is uphill. Green is historically one of the firmest on the golf course, and getting it close is nearly impossible. It is a heck of a finishing hole.
Playing from around 160 yards. That's a shame. Just leaking left, that one. It's fair to say that wasn't their best shot. Getting ready to play their third. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Yeah, that's a top little chip shot, that one.
Yes, very smooth tempo there on that chip.
And that signs off on today's round. Well, I don't know about you, Rich, but I've been in absolute awe of this player's performance. It's built a huge advantage going into the final round.